Hello, my name is Jalen Madrid. Who am I here with today?
Christine Madrid.
Christine, okay. First of all, Christine, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to meet with me today so we can discuss some things.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, I just want to ask and just engage, how would you describe your own physical health and physical activity levels?
Consider myself pretty active. I try to at least exercise moderately for 30 to 40 minutes a day.
Oh.
I eat pretty clean.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that you already established a set goal for yourself to
Mm-hmm.
meet a minimum amount of times per week and a specific amount of times per day, and pairing that with a healthy diet. You said that's a good choice. What would you say your overall goals are with your physical activity levels? Why do you identify as being physically active?
Why do I identify myself as physically active?
Yeah, is there any like specific goals you want? Is it like is it like body image? Is it physical health benefits? Is it because you enjoy it, or what motivates you?
Well, definitely movement makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I do it because it like energy. I work out first thing in the morning, and it kind of sets the tone for my day, and I feel like I accomplished something for the day. So I definitely feel positive after a good workout. But another reason why I started to be more consistent with my routine is because once I hit after 40 years old, I just saw no difference in what I was doing at that time. Even though I was working out daily, I think I didn't pair it well enough with healthy eating habits. And I wasn't seeing the results as easily or quickly as I used to when I was younger. So I feel like once I started combining the two, I finally started to see results from working out, which can help me motivate or continue. It helped me to continue to work out because I was seeing results, which motivated me to work out even more and consistently. But I just noticed, even though I feel good and I have seen physical changes, I'm kind of stuck at a weight. Like I've hit a plateau with the weight. And my goal is to lose at least another 10 pounds just for maintenance.
Okay. You mentioned that you were pairing something. What did you mean by what did you change?
I started to eliminate sugar and processed foods by eating Whole30. I tried to do like a Whole30 experiment for 30 days, and that alone made a huge difference with how my body started to respond to the physical fitness and removing or eliminating sugar and processed foods from my diet.
Okay, so you are very physical active, and you were able to experience and notice all the health benefits and body image benefits that came with it. But as soon as you hit 40 years old, you notice like a significant like plateau. And
no, what I'm saying is, whenever I notice I'm gaining weight, when I was younger, I could just work out, make slight changes, and it's easy to lose the weight. But once I hit like 41 or 42, even though I was doing the same things as I was doing when I was younger, I felt like I was not seeing any changes, and in fact I felt like I was gaining weight, especially in the midsection. So after doing some research, I felt like it was probably related to perimenopause. And I started doing my own research with perimenopause and women going through the same issues, and they said, definitely changing your diet, making those small changes along with physical activity for at least 30-40 minutes a day, and they were right. I started to see changes finally.
That's good. That's good that you noticed a change in your body as you age, as you reach a certain age.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated, and I was getting really depressed, which kind of made me feel like, why am I even working out if it's not doing anything, even though I was mainly doing it for my mental health, but it was just frustrating to know that I just didn't see the results that I was getting after all the hard work.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, good job for battling through that. That must have been pretty difficult at the time, but it takes a lot of strength and motivation and discipline to fight through that and to outsource reasons and to research what could be going on and to take like action and to cope. Essentially, you find a nice barrier and you cope. You're able to cope with that, and here we are today. So, how would you say? Where are you at now with your physical activity? Are you satisfied, or are you? You said you mentioned that you still are not satisfied with your weight level, and you wanted to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah, I feel like I'm happy with the results. I'm fitting in my clothes a lot better, which is what I wanted. I do see changes in my body that I haven't seen for at least a couple years, and I'm very happy with it. But I just noticed my body is happy at the weight it's at. And it's funny because that weight just seems like whether I was not fit or fit, that's just the weight I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And I try not to let it get to me, but I still want a goal of just, it's a personal goal, just to lose another 10 pounds.
Just to lose another 10 pounds.
Just to feel more comfortable.
Is this weight, is it like how you perceive yourself in your body, or is it just the number itself that makes you feel uncomfortable and you wish was lower?
I know that they say you shouldn't worry about the actual weight number, and especially being as a girl or a woman, like our numbers fluctuate day to day. But yes, I can't help it but focus on that number. I don't even like weighing myself personally because, like I said, I am happy with it. Clothes are the best way. I fit my clothes. A lot of clothes are even loose on me, but it just, something about it just bugs me when I see the weight. I can't help but feel like that's not good enough.
I understand. You have, you're not satisfied with your art. Given your how active you are and how healthy you eat, you still are not satisfied, and you're still striving towards your own personal goal, and I commend you for that. So you have this goal of losing 10 more pounds, correct? What other goals do you think you can set to help you reach that grand outcome goal?
Well, right now during the holidays, I'm not as strict with my diet, so I'm definitely not eating Whole30, or, I've had a treat here and there. I've had sugar. I don't like how I feel on it, but I have tested incorporating it back in the diet, not frequently, but just a treat here and there. I think in order for me to meet my goal, I gotta get back consistently on Whole30 and maybe incorporate fasting with that to kind of limit my feeding window, and then maybe just kind of increase the vegetable ratio to the carb ratio that I have on my plate. Kind of like do a 50% vegetables and then like a quarter carbs and a quarter protein, healthy carbs. That's my plan that I want to try to do.
Okay, so
to see if that will make a difference.
So you said you wanted to eat Whole30 to make a difference. Is this something that you've done before?
Yes, I've done it multiple times, and I've always gotten really good results with Whole30. I started Whole30 after baby number 4, and then I did it again after baby number 5, and I've always been able to get back to my previous pre-baby weight with no problem. The thing with Whole30 though, it's a commitment. It's not a problem eating Whole30 foods for me because I've done it so many times. It's just, it's a lot of preparation, a lot of meal planning, and a lot of cooking. So it's just tough if I don't cook a lot ahead of time, and when we're busy, which we have a busy family schedule, it's tough to maintain on those situations.
I understand. So just to go over. So you thought that, first of all, that's already good. That's great that you already came up with this. You recognize that that there are steps that need to be taken in order to reach your grand goal, and you've already taken into account what can be done, and you have already thought about doing this Whole30. So Whole30 is the main activity that you plan to do, and is this like
The main diet plan.
main diet plan?
And it's
Correct.
not even really a diet plan. It's more of like a way of eating.
Mm-hmm. And you plan on doing this and just committing to this like every day for 30 days?
Well, to reset, at least if I want to be fully committed, I have to do a reset for 30 days. And then after the 30 days, once I meet that goal, the idea is, because it's easier for me to eat Whole30 on the days I work, because there's no other temptation at work. It's just difficult when I'm at home because my family doesn't eat the way I eat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to completely restrict myself if I have no alternative. So I'm open to modifying my diet. But it does make me feel better if I'm eating what my family eats, as long as they just eat more vegetables to compensate for it.
I see.
So that's my plan after doing the Whole30 for 30 days
Nice.
with fasting to see if at least it'll restart I don't know, get me to the 10-pound goal weight.
Mm-hmm. So just to summarize, in order to meet your grand goal of losing 10 pounds, you set another goal for yourself to participate in this Whole30 diet, which you're going to try to commit to for 30 days
With fasting. Mm-hmm.
At work it's more easier, but at home you're more lenient since your family does not.
Yeah, I mean, that's why the fasting will help during the work week, because I won't eat when my family's eating dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But on the weekends is when I would kind of just be, obviously it would be a preference to eat the Whole30 foods. But if I didn't have the option, or if we were eating out or had plans, I won't be so restrictive.
Got you. Yeah. So it'd be really easy at work. A little bit challenging at home though. Are there any things that you can think of that can help you stay on this goal? Do you consider yourself a disciplined person? Do you tend to fall off goals, or are you on top of yourself?
I feel like I'm better because, like I said, I've seen results, and I don't want to lose all the hard work I've put in, because this actually started, the diet changes and being fully committed to it started in July. And even though I'm more relaxed on it right now, I don't want to completely fall off and go back to the old habits. So what's really helped is when I'm cooking for the family, I basically prepare Whole30 meals, but my family eats it with rice or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And my goal is just to eat it more with the vegetables or healthy carbs.
Yeah, that's good. So it's just that reminder of yourself, of the good results you've received in the past, and you know what you're capable of by sticking to this diet, and also paired with your very active, consistent workout schedule.
Because it's become a habit.
Yes, definitely.
The working out definitely is easier for me. I have to say though, what another struggle is the winter and the fall back in time has made it more difficult for me to get up in the morning because it's so cold, or even move my body first thing in the morning because I'm really cold in the morning. But once I get moving, it's obviously the body warms up and everything. But I have to say that has been a real challenge.
That's good.
This season.
So I mean,
with the holidays and colder weather and darker.
Absolutely.
Makes me slower.
I feel like we kind of discussed, like, I didn't really like help you come up with an action plan, but I feel like this is all you're doing, but I feel like we discussed like a very, very well thought out action plan that you're doing. Have you started this at all yet? Have you officially started?
No, I'm giving myself. I'm still working out.
Mm-hmm.
It's been difficult to, on my days off to do it first thing in the morning, like I said, because I'm cold. But on the days I work, because I have to get up anyway, I do work out before work. But with all the holidays and events that we have, it is going to be challenging to be consistent eating Whole30. But I'm always conscious of the rules of Whole30, so I do my best when if I have better options, I always go for that first, ideally. But if there's something else, I don't want to. It's time of celebration, and I don't want to go overboard, but I don't want to completely miss out on special foods that we're going to be.
Yeah, I understand.
And all that.
It's good that you brought up. You've been talking about it like throughout this entire conversation, but it's good that you just mentioned challenges, because the next part is when I'll talk about coping, just in case things just don't go your way. I just want to see if we can list out some barriers that can potentially prevent you from sticking to this action plan. You already mentioned the fact that it's the holidays. It's going to be really hard to stay strict to this kind of diet, and also too, your family's not always supportive in the fact that you're not surrounded by people in your household that also eats the same diet, so I understand it can be hard. Or anything else that you think might be a potential barrier for you?
The colder weather. And the time change. I feel like the time change has made it... I feel like it sucks the energy out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me lazier on my days off. Like if I'm not getting up, like I said, for work, I'm more slower and inclined to just stay snuggled in bed or sit on the couch and binge watch something, or I don't even want to move, or not even just to work out, but like I don't even want to do things around the house because I'm just like I feel frozen. But once I get over that and talk myself into it, because I can't not do anything for the day, it eventually happens. But I feel like that is definitely a hindrance because I want to get it done first thing in the morning. But as of late, I've been doing it in the evenings. And then also, I just want like comfort food, and we're Filipino, and rice and all that stuff. And ramen, which is all not part of Whole30, ideally is what I've been enjoying during these colder months.
I understand. So, you mentioned that when talking about your barriers, you mentioned that when it came to your family not eating these foods, that you compensate by sometimes when you eat what they eat, you compensate with eating additional vegetables. And then for the holidays, you said that it might be a barrier, but in order to cope, you just don't want to feel like you're overdoing it or overworking yourself, so you might just be a little bit lenient at times. What solutions do you think you can combat the colder weather and the time change?
I have to turn on the heater, and of course, once my body starts warming up, then I turn off the heater. But it definitely makes it more comfortable to get started. Obviously, I wear warmer clothes, like a thick sweater when I first start warming up. But then again, those are things that I can remove once the body heat starts. But definitely, those are things I struggle with, and I have to do that. Also, just getting the workout done first thing in the morning. I just need to tell myself it needs to be done, because we don't have a lot of time during the day. Come 4:30, I am ready for bed. So definitely starting to do that again. And then just continue what I'm doing. Always like plan Whole30 meals and do my best to stick to it. But like I said, I'm giving myself grace during the holiday season. So yeah, I just put on the heater and wear thicker clothes in the morning just to get until my body's warm enough to get moving.
Good. Yeah, it's great that you recognize barriers that can potentially set you back, and you already got solutions on how to combat and cope with these barriers. So, yeah, Christine, I think you have a good like understanding of everything that needs to go on. It seems like this has been very like thought out, and of just understanding everything we went over today, the results that you received in the past, the reason why you started, and I think you have a very good.
It's a plan.
Yeah, it's definitely a plan, and I think you recognize and set everything to set yourself up for success in executing this plan, and yeah, I can't I would like to set up like a follow up in like within like 2 weeks to see how things are going, because you haven't officially started this 30-day cycle just yet. But how does that sound?
Yeah, I mean, I do plan to completely be fully committed against when, like typically the new year. But after Thanksgiving, I do have a holiday party for work on December 7th. So I definitely want to eat as clean as much as possible leading up to that holiday party. Mm-hmm. So I think that's probably going to be around the 2-week mark, and to see how at least if I stuck to that.
Sounds good. So in that 2-week mark, we'll see, and then maybe another 2 weeks out so we can see, because that'll be roughly 30 days after that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you for talking with me.
Yeah, thank you for helping me think it through.
Mm-hmm. I wish you the best in your weight loss journey, and in your whole 30 plan.
Thank you.